So guys, welcome back to part 2 of the random commands. So over here, we're gonna have a different task this time. So this time we're gonna be creating a list of programming languages. And basically like before when we created a list of the car brands, but this time it's gonna be a list of the programming languages, and then in this list we're gonna display the list as well, using a loop. Basically, what's gonna happen is we're gonna have to display the whole list back. Like the last time we only displayed the random number and the random name, this time we have to display the whole list that we have so the user can see as well. And as well as we need to print the number of languages, as in how many languages are there. We need to print the number. So let's create a list of programming languages first, and so that's gonna be our first thing that we're gonna do. So we start off by, as usual, import random, and then we're gonna name the variable as languages, and then we're gonna start off with square brackets. And let's start off by, let's say we're gonna give about 7 programming languages. There we go, guys. We have created a list with 7. So Python, Java, C++, JavaScript, Ruby, which is basically Ruby on Wheels, PHP, and Swift. So now we're gonna go and print the list, this list of programming languages as a loop. So we're gonna have to use the for command to use the loop. So first we're gonna print inverted commas, and then we're gonna add a backslash. Yeah. So what the backslash n does is, oh, that's the wrong side. What the backslash n does is basically, uh, it's gonna create a break. So when the program runs, there's gonna be a break before the list of programming languages. So let's type in list of programming languages, and then let's go ahead and create the loop. So now for the loop, we're gonna type in for, which is gonna create a for loop, language in languages. As we can see here, languages is the variable on top. This variable is languages, and this is the list in the variable. So this is gonna print the list of the programming languages, and then it's gonna, for the language in languages, so basically for one of the languages within the variables, it's gonna print language. So also nowadays the coding softwares have indentation anyways, but whenever you're writing this on paper or something for like exams or something, make sure that you have indentation after a loop, right? So now going back to the task, let's go see what's next. So we are done with this part. We can run the code and check once in the middle about what's this gonna do. So as soon as I click run, okay, I guess I need to add some, let's just add some more first because it's not running. Anyways, random, right? So that's our variable name here. Random is gonna equal to random.choice. Now remember the random.randint last time? This is a random.choice command, so we're not doing the randint here, we're using choice. Because randint, as you can see by the name, or as you can like know by the name, int means integers, and none of these are integers. So we have to use random.choice, which is gonna print from the list of the strings that we have. So languages, so random equals random.choice, and languages. Make sure your spellings are correct. Anyways, so now we're gonna have to print. So we can print random. Now what's this gonna print? It's gonna print the randomly selected language. And now what was the third part here? The third part here was for us to display, I know, count the number of elements in the list. So to count the number of elements, we're gonna have to use num equals num as the variable. Let's use num as a variable. You can use any, of course. Num equals length, which is len. So len basically prints out the length of how many characters or how many basically strings are there, and languages. So from the list, it's gonna print out the length as we have to count the number of languages, and we're gonna print num. So I think that's the full code. Let's run and check. So we're back. The page wasn't responding apparently, so I have put this into Python idle. Now I'm gonna run it from here. Right, here we go. So as you can see, the list of programming languages has come up. So we have Python, Java, C++, JavaScript, Ruby, PHP, Swift, and then the randomly selected one is Ruby, and it's 7. So now basically what's happening is you can see it's a bit chaotic, right? Because like we can see that there's no breaks in the middle. Like after the list of programming languages, there was a break before, right? So now to add a break over here, what we basically have to do is we have to do the same thing. We have to put in the backslash. So as you can see here, we got our list printed out, and we got our random programming language, and we got our random number from the list. So as you can see, it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Swift is the 7th one. That's what we got. So that's it for this whole series. Like that's the second part. So that's it for the random series. If you guys want any like suggestions, or if you want to give any suggestions or something, I can make a video based on your suggestions, or like any like basics of Python or something you want to know. You guys just let me know in the comments down below.